Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today for the 9th Alliance War video of Season 28. This war we actually have a rematch against mibr made in Brazil. So we beat them 12-7 in the first war, but we anticipated that that was just a really bad performance on their side. They normally die probably closer to 5 times a war. So yeah, we know we need to play really well this war if we want to win. So my team today is Red Hulk and Doom for the main fight. This first fight up is a long shot on Vigorous Assault. And yeah, we're using Red Hulk here, and that is just because we can handle the Incinerate from his Special 2. So I'm not entirely sure on the interaction with it, because Red Hulk does purify the Incinerate, but I imagine the passive ones would still apply. However, because my Red Hulk is awakened, if we have enough heat charges, we take no damage from the passive Incinerate, even if they do apply. But yeah, still rather just bait out special ones here. So we do get tagged there, just a bit late to the dash back. Could have been a bug, could have just been a mistake. Difficult to tell. But yeah, now we're in our corner. Trying to bait out the special 1, but he isn't throwing it, so we just go for our special 3. Don't want to get backed up too much. So we are going to have to allow him to use his special 2 here. Do get the 4 decks on it though, and yeah, end the fight. Not the cleanest, but definitely could have been worse as well. Next up is a Nova on Masochism, going to be using Doom here. And yeah, this is a very low threat fight really. Not a whole lot to this matchup. Doom versus Nova is good pretty much everywhere other than Hazard Shift. And yeah, Nova just is not really going to be able to get any damage through on me on this fight, even if I do mess up. We do have the Reed synergy for the armor breaks, which is mainly for the Killmonger that I have later on in this war. But yeah, here we're just going to go for a Doom cycle. Special 3 should deal a pretty substantial amount of damage to this Nova. And yeah, nullifies Fury. Here I just go for another special 3 rather than a special 2, and that is because Nova reduces the damage of unblockable attacks by 70%, so the special 2 really does not deal a whole lot to him. The second special 3 will finish him off though, and yeah, very easy fight there for Doom. So next up is a Tigra that actually is not on Vigorous Assault for probably the first time this season that I've taken her, which is most wars. She's on Kinetic Transference and Footloose. And yeah, really this is just as easy of a fight as the Vigorous Assault Tigra is. Just want to build up to my special 3, get a single Fury cycle off, and that will finish her off. I did apply the Petrify pre-fight from Reed here. Wasn't necessary, but just thought I've got it, so I might as well use it. Going to Power Steal her back below a special 2 now. Baiting out a special 1, but just decided to push her over a special 2 and Power Steal again because she doesn't want to use it. And yeah, we do need her to ideally use a special 1 at some point so I can safely build up to the special 3. But yeah, get a nice sidestep parry sort of thing there, get to our special 3 without risking any special 2 from her, and at this point the fight is over. And special 2 will finish her off. And this now concludes the portion of the war where I am actually able to play the game. Apparently I just completely lose the ability to play after this and just start making stupid mistakes all over the place. Just getting hit, getting tapped in the block. This Sasquatch fight I knew going in was a pretty bad matchup for Doom, but it made a lot of other matchups on the map easier. So I knew going into this I was going to have to play it quite well in order to get the solo, or at least get the solo without sort of getting really stressed out with a risky fight. But immediately, why did I punish that special one? I know you can't punish it, not really a clue. Did use an invulnerability boost, but yeah, 2 charges have already been used up. Go for an intercept there, miss the intercept. Now our invulnerability is completely used up. We've got 2 ruptures on us. He's got his protection up, and of course it works in flat values with his regular damage reduction. So we're not really getting a whole lot of damage in. If I use my special 3 here, he's stun immune, and yeah, you can see already that this fight is going very, very badly. We're a minute in and we've only done about 1/6 of his health, so we're on track to time out. Go for the special 3 here now that his charges are low, but he does still have the protection up and he's still going to be getting some charges, so damage is very, very minimal. Only 12k on that special 3. Now here, very, very thankfully, as you're going to see in terms of the timing later on in this fight, he does dash in for that special 2 and we do get a huge amount of damage off here with these incinerates and in this cycle. And we take him all the way down to below 30% from that 1 intercept. But you can see he went for an intercept there, he didn't play into it. And that is going to be the theme for a lot of this fight. He just does not want to play into really any of my intercepts. I probably should have been going for some regular intercepts rather than backdrafts. Potentially even some medium intercepts. Probably some more special punish intercepts, but yeah, you can see we're doing 0 damage here. We're also getting very unlucky that he's not entering his Wrath of Tanarak yet. We do get a stand-up intercept there, but he's got 12 Wrath charges, so he's still got 60% damage reduction on us. By the time he enters Wrath, the Fury is basically already expired. And in the last minute of this fight, we've done about 4% damage to him. And yeah, it's not going well at all here. Sasquatch has an absolutely massive health pool, which then in turn fuels more willpower healing. You see it's 200 per tick. So every time we're applying that shock, he's getting probably about 0.5% of his health back, which normally is nothing, but you see how little damage we're dealing. It is pretty significant. Here we do finally get an intercept off and actually deal some proper damage. Get a special 2 off here, but the intercept timing was really poor, and the incinerates immediately get purified. But at this point we can definitely sit still solo this fight. He's down to 4%. And I don't believe I'm going to really risk any more intercepts at this point. We're now at the point with his Wrath charges where we are basically dealing 0 damage again. So here I believe I'm probably going to, trying to get the intercept on the special 2. He doesn't play into it, and now we've just applied 3 incinerates, which is just more willpower healing for him. He does finally enter Wrath, and this is our opportunity to get the finish off on this fight. For some reason I blocked the special 2, not a clue why, but he does finally go down after 4 minutes, 174 hits in that single combo. We also got clipped early, so it's probably around a 200 hit fight. Thankfully it was an unduped Sasquatch. I probably would not have taken that particular matchup if it was a duped Sasquatch, but yeah, just really, really poor play there. Thankfully this next fight does go quite a bit better. This is a Killmonger on Ebb and Flow Intercept and Mighty Charge. So the main risk in this fight, and the main reason that Killmonger is placed here, is because whenever he dashes in, as you saw there, he's going to shrug off the armor break debuff from us. So mainly just going to be going for parry, medium, heavy in this fight. Obviously when I'm punishing a special attack, Especially special 2, I can go for some more hits because the indestructible charges mean that I'm not going to be taking reverb from it. Baiting out special 2 here. And we land an intercept utilising the indestructible charges to avoid reverb. Go for the special 3 now, and we've got the intercept timer down, so we're actually going to be dealing some relatively substantial damage here. I mean, after that Sasquatch fight, a special 3 that deals 20% of his health is just huge. And yeah, we're doing pretty well here. I'm actually going to wait out this intercept timer as trying to land a special intercept with that special 2. Doesn't work, but doesn't really matter. This fight is going fairly well. Going to bait out his special 2 here to avoid taking any reverb damage or potentially pushing him to a special 3. And now he's just going to start spamming special 1s all over the place, which is not really an issue. If he's spamming the special 1s, it means that he's not really going to be dashing in at us, and therefore not shrugging off the armor break. And yeah, building up to another special 3 here. Up to just use it with protection up because he's down to about a third health. And yeah, even with protection up, that special 3 still did 7% of his health. We've got the armor break here. Go for our Doom combo. Doesn't play into the special intercept again, which is a bit annoying. But he does opt to use a special 2 rather than dash in, which does mean we get the proper damage from the incinerates without them being shrugged. Now he's nearly down. It's 3-minute fight still, so it's very long, but at least we weren't at any real risk of timing out like we were against Sasquatch. Here we just go for a combo into a special 2, and this should finish him. So now we're moving on to probably my worst fight of the war. Yeah, it gets worse even after Sasquatch. This is a Professor X, M-Flow Intercept, Mighty Charge, and Crumbling Armor. So main reason for Professor X here is probably the Mighty Charge node, because only his first medium attack can be parried. And obviously with Mighty Charge, if he's dashing in at you, you can't parry that. There, for some reason, I decided to hit into his filter multiple times. Just wasn't aware of it for some reason. But obviously because of his channeling, he didn't punish. We did get an early intercept in this fight, so he's already a quarter of the way down. Now we're going to build up just to our special 3 probably. And go for a Doom Cycle. There we bait out his filter properly. Bait out a heavy. And yeah, here I probably should have been looking for an intercept before this special 3. But Professor X is a relatively squishy champion, so it's not going to be too much risk in terms of time here. Special 3 deals 8%. His filter's still got fairly long amount of time on the cooldown, so we don't need to worry about that. Like pretty much every champ this war, he does not play into the special intercept, which further extends the fight. There I should not have dashed in. He had his filter ready, so if he dropped block he could have punished. There I punished his heavy attack, again had filter up. Now I'm just missing parries. And yeah, the ending of this fight is just really, really poor. So go for the special 1 here. He's down to 16%, he's in Assassin's range. Bait out his filter, go in for a combo. And then we just take a special 1 to the face for literally no reason at all. Don't think that was a dex bug, I just flat out did not dash back on that. There we get parry, but luckily the Assassin Mastery fails it. Then we forget about his falter, take another combo to the face. And yeah, this is the reason that I'm using Doom here. You can mess up that much, probably 3 or 4 combos in this fight, and you're still coming out with 2/3 health. And that is why Doom is just such a strong attacker in Alliance War, because you can mess up that badly and still come out relatively healthy. But yeah, now moving on to the final fight of the war, and this is not a fight I can afford to be eating 3 or 4 combos in, because Modok, he does hit extremely, extremely hard, especially on a mini-boss node, and especially if you time it in with his guaranteed crits. Did use an invulnerability here, I believe, and the plan for this fight is mainly just going to be to 4 combo, hit his block and stuff. There we get clipped by the special 1. But thankfully this fight does go a bit cleaner, and the main mistakes did come in the fights where the opponent was not really going to be dealing much damage to us. So you can see we're very, very comfortably winning the damage race against this Modok. Just need to keep properly evading the special 1s, not finish any combos, and just play it safe really, re-parries, baiting out heavies. Red Hulk, obviously, great counter for Hazard Shift. He just purifies the debuffs immediately and turns them into more damage, more physical resistance. So built up to our special 3 now. Believe just going to bait out a special attack from Modok before using it. Going for a combo, go for the special 3, and this will deal some pretty good damage. With the heat charge damage, brings him down to 25%, and now we've got the Incinerate ticking for a little over 1,000. And yeah, at this point the fight is pretty much in hand. So we just about got through this war without dying, thanks to Doom's armor and crit resistance. There, don't know why I threw a special 1, but yeah, get through without dying. We did end up losing this war 6-10. We played significantly worse than first war against them, and they played significantly better. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next Alliance War video.